Hey guys, it's FosterPrincess, and this is part 3 of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial reaction. I really can't thank y'all enough for watching my videos. It truly means so much to me that you guys are watching this with me. That's all I wanted, was to get on here and do videos with you guys. I am going to be crocheting while we do this. That's just what I do. It's something I do by myself on lives and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. And then an announcement: I will not be doing any videos until after the holidays, just because I'm gonna be out of town and I'm gonna be with my friends and my family, and I may do some TikTok videos down there. But as far as other social media goes, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else. Just enjoying time with the family. So, yeah, once the new year is over, I will start videos back. And on that note, let's go ahead and get started.
At that, I was shocked at that, and concerned that he was out of town and didn't know if he needed to be there. He was gone, you know. And I was asking the attorney, and they said, no, he doesn't have to be there. No one has to be there. Amber won't be there. No one will be there. Just attorneys. It's a very simple process.
This is a lot for Johnny Depp to go through. He gets...
Did Johnny attend the restraining order hearing?
No, he was not in town.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Country.
Did you see any press coverage of the restraining order hearing?
Yes, I did.
Would you please tell the jury what you saw or read?
Excuse me.
Not asking for the proof of what was in the articles. It's a present sense impression.
All right, I'll sustain it to hearsay and relevance.
Oh my God. I don't agree with that.
Did you see was there press coverage of the hearing?
There was a tremendous amount of press coverage.
Did you read any of it?
Rotten Boy's new name is
I did
Squeaker.
read some of it. I did. You know, I saw some of it.
Because we see his chair, we
Putting
hear his
aside
chair
the
squeak.
truth or falsity of what you saw, what did you see?
See? Squeaker.
Why is that called?
It's Squeaker.
Was the
All right, I'll sustain the objection. Next question. Okay.
How did you feel when you read the press?
Relevance.
What's the relevance?
Sit down.
I think
the relevance is that you need to sit your ass down.
Testimony, Your Honor, but I can move on.
Okay, I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
Moving ahead 2 years in time, did you see Ms. Heard's Washington Post op-ed when it was published in December 18, 2018?
Yes.
What did you think Ms. Heard's op-ed was about?
Relevance.
It's entirely relevant.
It is relevant.
They're trying to argue somehow that people didn't understand what
They're going to have to approach.
the op-ed meant. We heard an opening where there was...
Once you approach.
Yes, Your Honor.
I called it. I called it. They're going to have to approach. Yep. Oh my gosh. This is sick. Like, Squeaker just needs to sit down and shut up. Because they are just wasting the court's time. They are wasting their time. There is no way they can get over this. Look, even this dude is like, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just staying here, minding my business. You know what? You know, I mean, this is just, oh my God. Oh my God, this is just insane. Rotten Boy needs to chill out. He needs to calm down. He needs to calm down because this is very relevant to the case. People saw her Washington Post.
Ms. Dombrowski, have you had any discussions with your brother about the op-ed?
Yes. I,
Object to yes is hearsay.
I'm not sure if it is or not.
It's a yes or no
Hearsay?
question.
Okay, all right, next question.
Rotten boy. Squeaker!
As
He kind of has the face of a mouse.
Mr. Depp's brother,
I should put some cheese
and
on
as
top
his
of his head.
personal manager, do you have any understanding how the publication of the op-ed has affected your brother's career?
Objection, foundation. And hearsay.
I don't know if it's
You-
hearsay.
I apologize,
Yeah,
Your Honor.
that's fine.
But she's worked with her brother for
I'll
several
allow that,
decades.
but let's see where the answer goes.
You may answer.
I'm sorry, would you mind asking it again?
That's
Do you
fair.
have an understanding of how the publication of the op-ed has affected your brother's career?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it destroyed his life. Everybody thought he was a wife beater and that he was abusive.
The op-ed is written with.
I'm not
the
going to
way
say
it was
everybody, a
written,
lot of
the
people.
wordings within the op-ed make it very clear of a time frame.
Objection.
The director to answer that question again. Maybe you should ask it again.
How has the publication of Ms. Heard's op-ed, putting aside for a moment its relationship to your brother, its references to your brother, how has it affected his career?
I believe there's a negative effect on anyone's career when there's accusations, you know, as there have been.
How has it affected him personally?
True?
Objection, foundation.
Will you shut up,
She's
Rottenborn?
his sister, Your Honor.
Exactly. She's his sister. Like, he's getting tired of it, too. Like, shut up.
Personally, I know he doesn't want people to feel that that he could ever be that type of person, which he isn't. And to know that actually that is something that is attached to him now, which trickles down to his children, where I think that part, more than anything, is the part that has bothered him, the fact that his children have to, have this in their life.
Yeah.
Ms. Dombrowski, do you believe that your brother physically abused Ms. Heard?
Objection.
Oh.
Relevance, foundation.
I'll sustain the objection.
Why?
Do you believe that Ms. Heard is a public figure representing domestic violence?
No, I don't. I believe the opposite.
Excuse me. I'll sustain the objection.
Thank you,
Thank
Ron.
you. You can strike that answer, please. Thank you.
You can strike it, but people are still going to remember that. Well, it doesn't matter. She lost anyway.
As his sister and as his personal manager for decades, are you aware of any occasion on which any woman other than Ms. Heard has ever accused your brother of any type of physical abuse?
Objection, foundation, hearsay.
No, I'll allow the answer.
No.
Let that soak in.
How has Ms. Heard's op-ed impacted your life?
Objection, relevance.
What's the relevance?
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I
Okay.
have right now.
All right. Okay.
He got tired of it.
Cross-examination?
He got tired of it. He was like, you know what? I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
fucking done.
Good afternoon, Ms. Dombrowski.
Good afternoon.
So I believe we covered some of this, but just want to make sure. So you're employed at a company your brother owns, right?
Yes,
It's called Infinitum Nile.
yes,
Is that right? And it's Mr. Depp's production company.
yes,
And you're the president of that company, right?
yes,
And that is your only source of income, correct?
I have other projects that I work on the side.
It's your only job.
Who cares?
Full-time job, yes.
Right.
Who cares?
And, job-wise, you don't have any other sources of income.
They're
other
trying to
than
make her
Infinitum
look
Nile,
bad,
right?
and it's not gonna work.
Other projects, I have the opportunity with other projects to make more money.
Right. Your Honor, may I approach?
All right, if you could just show counsel what
Sure.
you're approaching with.
Oh God, not another textbook. Oh, he just whispered it's a copy of her deposition.
Just giving, I think he's just giving copies, Mr. Chair. Oh, I assume it wouldn't be. Okay, thank you. Yes, please.
So y'all had copies of
Ms.
her
Dombrowski, do you remember giving a deposition
deposition,
in this
but nothing
case?
else really.
And just a couple months ago, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And you remember before you started that deposition being under oath, right?
Yeah,
Okay. And you swore to tell the truth?
yeah,
And you were asked questions by counsel for Ms. Heard, and you gave answers, right?
yes.
Could you please take a look at page 19 of that deposition?
They're trying to make her look biased because she's Johnny Depp's sister, and that she will lie for Johnny even until death. That Johnny Depp is not the abuser, but the evidence that we saw in this trial was just way too much, showing that Amber Heard was
And do you see on
definitely
page,
the abuser.
page 19, line 8 through 10, you were asked a question, do you have any other sources of income other than from Infinitum
Nile.
Nile? And you answered no, job-wise, no.
Right,
Did you see that?
I do,
And was that testimony correct?
yes.
Okay.
But it's the same as what I said today.
Now, you have a huge financial interest in your brother's career, right?
What do you mean?
The money that Infinitum Nile makes comes from money that Mr. Depp makes, correct?
No.
It hasn't always historically known.
What else does it come from?
We've had deals with other entities, companies.
And for the most part, the better your brother does in his career, the more money Infinitum Nile makes, though, correct?
No.
I don't think it's exactly like that, no.
And you have your brother has done projects that Infinitum Nile has been the production company for, correct?
Yes,
And you have a financial interest in that company, correct?
I'm an employee.
Are you employed by his other companies as well?
I'm employed by Infinitum Nile.
Are you employed by the other companies that your brother has?
No,
Where do you receive your paycheck from? Infinitum Nile?
Infinitum Nile.
And you have a financial interest in how Infinitum Nile performs financially, correct?
I have a salary that I get, so that's not a financial interest, if you're asking if I get a piece of the pie. No.
You wouldn't consider salary financial interest? Is that your testimony?
I consider it a salary, yes, but it
Yeah, it's
sounds like you're
salary.
asking something different. I'm sorry, maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah, so the bottom line is you draw a salary from Infinitum Nile,
Yes,
and that's your brother's production company, correct?
yes,
Now, you feel protective of your younger brother, always have, right?
yes,
And you testified earlier today about Mr. Depp's reactions to some of your mother's anger growing up.
mm-hmm.
How old was Mr. Depp during the periods you were talking about? Like when he was a kid? Is that basically what you were talking about?
The reactions to Mom's anger began as when we were children, and we've had the same reaction always, was to leave.
Run away.
Right, and when you were testifying earlier about Mr. Depp's reaction being to leave, you were referring to when he was, before you left the house, when he was a kid, right?
Yes, but we left the house not too far apart from each other, but yes.
When Mr. Depp would leave as a child during the times when your mother was angry at him, was he addicted to drugs back then?
No,
Was he addicted to alcohol?
no.
You testified a little bit about Mr. Depp's former partner, Vanessa Paradis. You were friends with Vanessa, right?
It was a family, so.
Right. You considered her family.
Yeah,
Right.
she was part of the family, yes.
Right. And you were friendly with her?
Yes,
You liked her?
yes.
You were happy that your brother was with her?
I was happy that my brother was happy.
Yeah. And you didn't want to see him split up from Vanessa, did you?
You know what, I wanted both of them to be happy. It didn't matter to me if they split up or not.
You were devastated when they split up, weren't you?
I don't think I was devastated.
Were you happy about it?
This is cross-examination at the best because they literally have nothing. They have nothing. So he has to resort to these questions because they have nothing.
No, I wanted my family to be okay.
What were your emotions when you learned that your brother was splitting from Vanessa?
If I had to say, I was probably, a little sad for both of them, but beyond that, I don't really recall big emotions.
And you were sad because you were losing her as part of what you just testified was your family, right?
No,
You weren't sad about that?
no.
Now, on May 21st, 2016, you were asked some questions about that, and I know your mother's passing must have been very tough, so I'm not going to ask specific questions about that.
Well, that's
I'm going to
nice.
ask questions about the next day just to make sure that I had your testimony right. Can you remind me, you said you saw your brother the morning of May 21st?
I stopped by there at some point in the daytime.
Johnny's getting pissed.
Approximately what time?
I honestly don't remember.
Was it before lunch?
I don't remember the timing. It was just daytime.
It was daytime. And you testified that when you stopped by there for the first time that day that you were upset because it seemed like he and Amber had been fighting. Is that what you said?
I said that they had been arguing. And I've said that I didn't love that they were arguing on. It was a horrible day to argue on.
Yeah.
And that was, your testimony was that you were upset that they had been arguing when you stopped by.
Alright guys, I'm going to end this part here. If y'all don't mind, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to comment down below what y'all think. As I stated before, I am not going to be doing any videos until after the holidays so that I can be with my family and friends. I hope that you all have a wonderful holiday season. I hope y'all have a wonderful Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in the new year. Love you so much. Bye.